Welcome to Shogun Bros No DECAFF, where passion meets purpose in the world of dogs. We go beyond the surface, covering care, training, breeding, husbandry, showing, genetics, and the history behind the breeds that shape our culture. We're here to inform, inspire, and keep it real. No hype, no shortcuts, and definitely no DECAFF. Join us Monday through Friday at 4:30 Arizona time. No daylight savings, no nonsense, just honest conversations about what it really takes to raise, train, and understand great dogs. This is Shogun Bros No DECAFF. Let's get started. Disclaimer: we do not participate in any illegal activity and will not violate any animal or human rights. All opinions shared on this podcast are the individual thoughts of the speaker and do not reflect the thoughts or opinions of our guest or the host. In other words, your words are your words and your thoughts are your thoughts, not mine. Say it. Stand on it.
What's good, big dog? What it do, what it do, what it do? It's your boy Dre, and this is Shogun Bros No DECAFF, 17 November 2025.
Yeah, man.
What it do, Big A?
We going down, man.
Man, you already know, man. Can't call it, might spoil it.
Yeah, back in here like we left our wallet and keys, man. Yeah, man.
So this is let me put a disclaimer right now. This is a doubleheader episode. My work inhibited me from being able to do our normal dog of the week on Friday. So we're gonna be voting on dog of the week today, a little bit later in the show. But also we had a show topic anyways in general for today. So yeah, you know what it is.
Yeah,
man. Topic of today's show is family ties. To be or not to be the dogs.
Yeah, man. Man. What's happening?
What it do?
Hard
Yeah,
what's happening?
What's good, big dog?
Nicky Foster in the building, 2 years holding it down.
2 years, man. Hold up, bro. Man, hold up. 2 years. Got to be more careful. Man, salute. Salute Hartford, salute Nicky Foster, man, bro. Them boys been with us for a long time, man.
Yeah, man. Little Jay in the building.
Oh, man, I see Red in there, man. Red, my bad, man. This weekend I got busy, man, and I was supposed to hit you back. My bad, bro.
Man. Be like that sometimes.
Schoolcraft in the building.
Hey.
Shreveport Mike. MKM Bottom.
Salute.
Quick FC.
Quick.
Paul Johnson. Man, yeah, Paul, it's Big A brought it to my attention last time, man. Paul, let me get you right, Paul.
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah, Paul, you've been consistent enough, man. You all right. You all right. Dirty Dog Kennels in the building. What do you do, big dog?
Dude.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, y'all. So before we get into too much stuff, man, you know what I'm saying? Big A, do you have anything you want to bless us with this morning?
Oh yeah, I got the Bushido code. It's true. Loyalty. Loyalty is earned, not inherited. A loyal dog will never betray you. Can we say the same about people? Is it blood? Family is who shows up when the leash gets heavy.
Man. You don't need no human loyalty, man. As long as you loyal to your dogs and they loyal to you, man, that's all you need, bro. putting out your faith in man. Put it in that leash, in that collar, and in yourself. Only you know when you're gonna break. But yeah, man. Speaking of break, man, we had to take a long break in October. We back now. We got some good looking dogs. Check this one out. This is Zaza. This is the pup of the week from 15 November. Fantastic looking animal. Shout out to High Voltage Kennels and Zaza. Your current reigning dog of the week is none. Let me just the comments on the screen so y'all can see him. Is none other than Golden Boy Prime, owned by Young Fam. Today we're gonna be voting on this week's dog of the week, but as of right now, until we vote, Golden Boy Prime is the dog of the week.
Yeah, man.
The current dog of the month, until voted on at the end of this month, is Orin Ishii, owned by Pitwise Kennels.
Yeah.
And the dog of the quarter is Big C's Cash Dog.
Salute.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Start making your plans and preparations. I know we're getting close to the end of the year. But start making your plans and preparations for the South Bottom Kennels 3rd Annual Confirmation Show, March 14th, 2026.
Mm-hmm.
And I will say this, man. If this stimulus thing they talking about is real, man, that'd be a good time to go and book them tickets, fam.
Yeah.
Yeah. But y'all know I like to give it like the first 10 minutes to get the business out the way and give people a chance to get in here before we start voting. People always say, how to get a notification? Man, we live at the same time every morning, bro. Yeah, we live at the same time every morning, man. Monday through Friday.
Yeah, man.
Very, very few breaks in between there. And if it is a break, I'm getting better about announcing that on the Facebook and our various forms of social media to let you know, like, hey, man, you know, if it's going to be a cancellation of the show for that day.
Yeah.
I'm starting at a new position in my new unit today, so my work schedule is going to fluctuate, and I make adjustments accordingly. Because at the end of the day, man, I don't live on this internet, man. This is a hobby. You know what I'm saying? Like this is a hobby. This is not how I make my living. But yeah, man. Schoolcraft say something real. He said, "Dog man, let's be productive this week. Let's be productive. Let's be disciplined, and a lot of discipline to motivate you."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. You're gonna get up in the morning and you're gonna do things you don't want to do. But stay disciplined and stay true to yourself, man. But yeah, salute to that, Schoolcraft. So big salute to that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. So before we get the dogs on the screen, I do want to give y'all kind of a synopsis of what today's talk is gonna be about. And it's gonna come from different perspectives, because like even with my brother Big A and I, we agree on some things and we disagree on some things, and that's what I want to talk about. So the topic was brought up by the great brother Big C, and he said it was something he wouldn't mind us covering. So I decided to hop on there, man, and share it in this manner. Family ties, to be or not to be, the dogs. And the reason why I bring it up is it is my belief that there are many different ways to handle these dogs. But one of the biggest grievances that a lot of brothers get into is how deeply to get the family involved. Mm-hmm. Do they make their families get involved? Do they just let their families get involved? Or do they think the family should stay out of the way and let them handle their hobby and they love for this dog or this breed, whatever breed that may be? And so today, when we cook on this, I'm gonna be giving my perspective as to my views and my standpoint on it, you know, and hopefully Big A will regale y'all with the same. And if I'll open up the panel, you know, a little bit through the show, open up the panel. If you want to come on and give your perspective on it, that's cool too. But the goal is to break it down for you. And I'm gonna just start with, before we even get into the voting or the discussion, is I believe that the family can be involved, but does not have to be involved. Mm-hmm. And I'll engage in that a little bit more as we go with the show. RPG, what's good, big dog? But yeah, I believe the family can be involved, but does not have to be involved. Croc Bull, salute, big dog.
What's happening?
Yeah, man. Big A, go ahead and cook real quick while I get this the poll pulled up.
Yeah. Everything to me is based off of situations and circumstances. You might have your family might be in the way family when it comes to maintenance with the dog, and they might create more problems than solutions. And in that situation, I would say, that's a situation where you would want to kind of be selfish with the dog and put your imprint and everything on the dog before they can get their hands on it. Another situation could be like, you have family or people in the house or whatever the case may be that want to be involved but don't know how to be involved with the dog. Then you have to make a decision. Do you want to involve them, which means that you're taking on multiple tasks and training them and training the dog at the same time, which can be tedious, but it can count if they're really attentive and they really want to learn and not just saying they want to, do that just to be in the way. There's a lot of things you got to weigh out. Then you got the situations where, the family doesn't fool with dogs, and they, you the only, you're the only person that fool with dogs, and that's pretty much self-explanatory. You gotta step up and do your thing, and or whatever the case may be. But it's always good to have help. No matter how you look at it, it's always good to have, somebody else who's willing to help you take on a little bit of responsibility, even if it's just a grain of salt in that responsibility. So those things really mean a lot, man. But ultimately, at the end of the day, if this is your dog, or then you should be taking the wheel when it comes to pushing the dog in whatever direction you want it to go in. A lot of the long-term bad issues that dogs pick up in the puppy stage, usually from lack of maintenance or seeing another dog get away with it or do whatever, man. So having some help along the way to help you mitigate through that stuff, man, is a big plus, man. But in my experience, man, women and children, no hate towards them or nothing like that, they typically seem to get in the way, unless they are completely with it and understand the assignment. And and I say that because children, they're still in their learning stage, depending on the age of the child, and they don't understand the urgent the need to have these dogs geared and straight away as fast as possible with as little bad defaults as you could possibly have, and just letting the child be a child around a dog, man. It's good and it's bad, it's just, if it's a playing training session, no, that's not good. But if the dog, you just letting the dog be a dog, it's a good deal. But a lot of the bad habits that happen with the dogs usually happen when you're not with the dog or have eyes on the dog, unless you know what you're looking at.
That's big facts, man. That is big facts.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. To caveat that, bro, man, let me give me first. Let me shout out, man, 26 months membership, Heart Finish Kennels, man. Cavalry level Samurai too.
Yes,
Man,
sir.
that ain't no slight work right there, bro.
Mhm.
Thank you. But let me share this with you, Big A. I'm dealing with a situation right now that was created by my sister and my cousin, and these grown folks. You know what I'm saying? By age, they grown folks, but as far as dealing with dogs, they still. My kids got more experience than they do. And I'm gonna tell you how I know it. All right.
Yeah.
So, they were supposed to be helping out this weekend because my wife had the SG Row conference. You know what I'm saying? So my wife had to go handle business, and so they were supposed to be helping out with the kids this weekend, man. And I promise you, the help was worse than them not being here, bro.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Yep.
Especially when it comes to the dogs, man. And
Yeah,
they probably watching right now, but they about to get this smoke.
Yeah, it's just a whole nother responsibility and task, you know.
Yeah, man. And then, man, we can get to that too. I want to share this story with y'all so I can give you an example of like why I say family can be involved, but they don't have to be involved in my situation. So I get home this morning from I had to run on base real quick. I get home this morning from base, and I came through the back gate. You know what I'm saying? Check on the dogs right before the live, and one of my kids' little like folding chair we take to the dog show is. Man, it's destroyed, right?
Yeah.
And it's Saki sitting there holding it, you know what I'm saying? I'm like,
afterthought. Yeah.
So them chairs, I keep them in the corner of the backyard, you know what I'm saying, over by the little slide play area or whatever, right? But my sister, I guess she thought it would be a good idea, or I don't know, maybe it was my cousin, one of the two, thought it would be a good idea for them to sit, you know, closer to the dogs, you know, and and forgot about it overnight. So when, you know what I'm saying, when the dogs, when we let the dogs alone with the stuff, you know, of course he did what dogs do and turned it into a toy. And I'm like, I've never had this issue, even with my kids. I've never had this issue where like they know once you put it where the dogs can get to it, and unless it's something you've already proven they're not gonna put their mouth on, you're gonna have mess to clean up. And now these two aren't out here to help me clean up this mess that they allow my dogs to make, right? So it's just like, you know, it's just
and that's just the beginning. They might that every chair they see, they might be on it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, I mean, like it's I agree. But in this situation right here, this is where like they want to be around the dogs more than I want them around the dogs, and that's when it becomes a problem. Like they pretty much got supervised visitation, you know what I'm saying, until they prove they can be around the dogs. And when I say family can be involved, I mean this. I'm a big proponent. I don't have that many dogs, man. I'm glad Neil Mac brought this up. I typically, if I'm going out of town, I'm gonna board my dogs because it's not my wife or my kids' responsibility. They didn't, you know what I'm saying. When we entered into our agreement in marriage, I told her I'm gonna have my dogs, and that's not a compromise. But I also didn't tell her we don't have dogs. If she want to be involved, she can be. And just like if she want to learn how to do nails, I'm not going to the nail salon to learn how to do nails with her. That's her thing, you know. If I need her to feed them and water them, she will do that. But that's the exception. What's good, you know, fam? That's the exception is her feeding and watering them. But that's my job every day. You know what I'm saying? And if you like, I'm not telling you how to manage your family. I'm telling you like my agreement, you know, and sharing it with you freely. Yeah. But also we got like another minute and 30 seconds on the voting, y'all. But with my kids, they're allowed to play with the dog. With my dogs, only supervised. Do I think my dog will hurt them? No, but I'm also not gonna take that chance. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not a chance. My oldest, he's had to break up yard accidents and things of that nature, but like he showed me that's the level of involvement he wants to have. He'll deal with them. He can handle them, but I don't think he would ever have a yard full of dogs. He don't show that kind of interest, but he's capable. Yeah, he is capable. You know what I'm saying? And he's probably the biggest help I've got with the dogs. My second oldest son, he likes to be around them, but he don't want to deal with the blood and the cleaning up of the poop and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Or the heat cycles and all that stuff. He don't want to deal with that stuff, man. When I say blood, I'm talking about yard accidents, fence scrapes, cat messes going to their legs, things of that nature. You know, nothing legal. Let me very clarify that very quickly. But yeah, man. So with the family involvement, man, I do believe the family can be involved, but I don't expect them to be involved. And most of the time when I'm with my dogs, I want it to just be me and my dog, you know.
Yeah.
I like my even my kids to see the benefits. Like when we go to a dog show, and they can see the results, or they might come outside while I'm working the dogs and see me working them, but they don't know what all goes into it. And that's why I made that video last week on Samurai Kennels with my sister, you know what I'm saying, and let her just go through the process of taking them out the cable setup, you know what I'm saying, before dinner, taking them out the cable setup. Let me end this poll real quick. And put them on there, working them. I don't even think we worked in 10 minutes, you know what I'm saying? I just give her a glimpse into the working process, and then taking them back, letting them cool off, watering them and feeding them. And she broke a sweat, you know, doing what I have to do quite often. So she respects it, but she doesn't understand it. She doesn't understand when to do these things. Like, and this is another thing about that too, y'all. I'm filibustering, but I can see her getting a dog and thinking that every time she get bored, to throw it on a slack meal and work and do that kind of work, you know what I'm saying, 4 or 5 times a day, which, I mean, I guess that's fine, you know, but she don't understand the recovery process. Or I'm like telling her, don't give it water and food, right? Don't do it immediately, like a bunch of water and food right after, because you can cause bloat, cause gastric torsion. Like she don't understand that stuff. So I have to like monitor her around the dogs, because to her, all she's had is pet dogs, and her dogs live inside. They eat freely, they drink freely, they don't get work, they just fat, happy dogs. And there's nothing wrong with that, but you'll kill my dog doing them like that, because you know what I'm saying, my dogs are they're on a strict regimen.
Yeah.
You know, so getting the family involved, you don't know my regimen, you ain't paying attention enough to know my regimen. Like you can only be so involved. You know what I'm saying? You can only be so involved, and that's that.
Yeah, man. You know, my situation is a unique situation in itself, but I could ask my wife, you know, hey, you want to go for a walk with me with this dog? No. Ask my daughter, hey, come on, you want to go for a walk with me with these dogs? No. Hey, you want to help me clean up this dog mess in the backyard? No. Hey, you want to help me feed these dogs? No. Yes. Anything that really has to do with any kind of work with the dogs, they don't want nothing to do with it. My wife, she'll do, you know, the things that, you know, she sees that, you know, they need. If she sees they need water, or the bowl might need to get clean, she'll do that. And if I ask her to, you know, do something, she'll do it, as far as letting the dogs out. Nothing where it's overly physical. So with that being said, I didn't, you know, being that y'all don't want to really put in any work, y'all just really want to play with the dogs and, you know, chill with the dogs and enjoy them, you know, for just being pets. Y'all got to stay out the way until I say so. So, you know, so I can get the dog geared away, and then y'all can have at it. So in my situation, you know, like I say, it's unique. It's an understanding in my household. So as far as Sun Tzu, my family, believe it or not, didn't really start I wasn't even petting them or doing anything with Sun Tzu until about 3 weeks ago, you know, because for me, it's more important for me to get all the correcting, the harsh correcting, the training and everything as much as I possibly can out the way, so they don't have to deal with it or create a situation. And they understand that, you know. And with that being said, at this point in time, like, he hasn't been in the kennel in over 3 weeks, you know. He's free range. I can sit him next to wires, all types of stuff. He's not gonna mess with it. You know, things like that count if you know what you're doing, because you know, you could be fighting an uphill battle if everybody's not on the same page. Every situation is unique, whatever y'all do to make it work. But the one thing that I don't know, it eats me up inside, just me, period. Now, I don't know about anybody else, is you working with a dog, and you say, hey man, don't do this with the dog or such and such and such and so forth, creates a bad situation. Whatever the situation, as soon as you turn your back, unconsciously they doing the same, you know what I'm saying? You fighting the uphill battle. So it's just like those things, they count. So just understanding your situation and making the best of it. And like I say, my situation is very unique. I've got a family that's got my back. I love them to death, and they understand the assignment. So it's no issues or nothing like that going on. Everybody understands the assignment, and they sit there and watch me do the work, and they understand the end result. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I think it's great that you brought that up. My dogs, they respond to my household by how much time they spend with them. So like DJ is with them second as much, like he's with them almost, like he's not with them as much as I am, but like you can tell when he gives them a command, if I'm not home, they're gonna listen to DJ before they listen to anybody else. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I really like that because you get out of them what you put into them. You know what I'm saying? Like you get out of them what you put into them. But also like my dogs actually understand the family dynamics very well. Like with my wife, they're calm around her. They kind of just shut up and leave her alone. If she know how to feed them, they don't do that. But like my sister, she new to them, so they be doing stuff I ain't never seen them do. Like they'd jump up with her and try to like knock the bowl out her hand. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's funny like how they interact with people. You know what I'm saying? With my youngest three, they're really small, so all my dogs are kind of just like, they act like skittish, like not like skittish, like scared, but it's like I know this is a little child. I don't want to hurt it, so I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna go on over here and lay down somewhere. You know what I'm saying? It's a really nice dynamic to see it.
A nurturing type of deal. You know what I'm saying?
Well, more of a. It's kind of like, bro, they respond how I respond to people's kids. Like if I'm at a get together and like your kids kind of rambunctious or whatever, like I'm gonna go sit off. I'm gonna get as far away. It's like in a corner or something. You know what I'm saying? Like where that way the kids have the whole floor, the whole yard to play. Man, go on. You know what I'm saying? I ain't fooling with them, but if they come around, you know what I'm saying? I talk to them, give them a high five, whatever, but I want to be out the way, you know what I'm saying? Let them kids be kids, let them dogs be dogs, vice versa, however you want to do it. But Schoolcraft had a comment I want to read too, Big A. He said, out of my whole family, my daughter is the only one who will help me with the dogs without asking. My 3-year-old, other than that, my sons will help me if I ask. But my woman, the dogs ain't got. Yeah. Hey, I think every brother in here, and some of the sisters too that got dogs, they got to. If you got a man, if you're a sister and you got a man that ain't into dogs, man, God bless, Godspeed, sister, Godspeed. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I put the link in the chat, man, just in case anybody wanted to come on, they can, but it's not required,
Yeah, man, but I mean, like, don't get it twisted. Like my wife, Tiff, she'll go above and beyond to help. We come to give them baths, and we spicing them up after the bath. The coconut oil and all that stuff, man, and treating the nose and the pads. She's with it all, man. Any scuffs or anything like that, she'll clean it, and go through the process. But yeah, she's a big help. But yeah.
Big Steve, what it do? MKM say, my wife, quote, I don't want to hear about dogs.
Hey, to me, sometimes I think that's it's damn near the best way for me for what I would like to do, man. You know what I'm saying? But I don't mind. I don't mind at all. I'm with it all, man.
Nah, my ideal setup is like how I got here, like the dog house, or when I move again, like setting up my garage where I can just be out there with my dogs in my own little zone.
Yeah.
At the crib. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's covered, it's inside. We can work, we can do whatever we want to. You know what I mean? Stuff like if I'm there, my dogs have bad separation anxiety, bro. And so like it's like when I'm around, they dumb docile. You know what I'm saying? But when I'm not around, they some terrible animals, bro. Like I'm being real, like, you know what I'm saying? Like they fly off the handle. And I will say, man, I gotta give a special shout out to your queen, man. she's very she dresses to you very well, man.
Yeah.
And yeah, salute to that. Salute to
That's
that.
why I say, man, my situation is somewhat unique, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. And they'll make no awards for that, but salute.
Yeah. Most definitely.
All right, man. Let me give you all these. We hit the 30-minute mark, man. Let me give you all these dogs that were entered into this week's competition. And so this week we had the Brindle dog you see on the screen right now. That is High Voltage Kennels Monkey.
Yeah.
Dog number 2 was entered by the great brother Neil Mack. I don't see the dog's name in the chat though. Dog number 3, it says Jeep TMB. And then dog number 4, it's Herders and Bulldogs Akira. Oh, that's I think that's Lynx Dogos to enter that dog. That's a good looking dog, Lynx Dogos.
Yeah.
And then the dog that won it today was High Voltage Kennels Monkey. Salute to High Voltage Kennels. Salute to everybody who entered. And yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Salute.
Let me put this one on the screen. This is a good one. Big C says, I like to get the whole family involved. It's so much smoother and faster. It used to be mandatory when they were younger, but I noticed the burnout with the kids, not enjoying it, so now they get to choose. I like that. I like that. And I think that's like with my oldest DJ, like it's the same thing. Like DJ knows how to do it. DJ knows how to do it, right? And he's good. Like if I get if they get on something or they get on each other, like DJ is the one I want out in the yard with me. Ain't a question. You know what I'm saying? Like I get, but the boy lazy as all, but he gets it. You know what I'm saying? Like and for some of y'all, if any of y'all do mechanical work or you work with your hands, you're blue collar work, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Like you got them co-workers where for us, you know what I'm saying, they be like, okay, we got a broke piece of equipment. They already got the tools out, you know what I'm saying? They ready to go. Even if they don't know everything, they know, okay, we need to get the toolbox out, we need to get this, we need to get the mat, we need to get the oil drain pan, whatever you need, woo. He like that, you know what I'm saying? Like he hears something going crazy, first thing he doing, grabbing the brake stick and running outside, you know what I'm saying? I need that, you know. The other kids might freeze and just be watching for a second, you know what I'm saying, before they react. Yeah, you know, so appreciate it. I appreciate it, DJ. Appreciate you, son. My dogs use my wife. They be all quiet all day. As soon as she get home, they start chirping and baiting her. Yeah, so mine is the opposite. Like mine, they be quiet. Like my wife and kids say, my dogs will be quiet all day, chilling all day. When I pull up in the afternoon, I can hear them down the block. They know the sound of my vehicle when I pull up, man. Yeah. That first 2 or 3 minutes when I get home is wow.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, buddy.
But then, like as soon as they like lay eyes on me, I pet them all. You know what I'm saying? After greeting the family, I pet them all. Like they cool, they chill again. But they be letting me know, like, you know what I'm saying? That's one thing about a dog, man. If don't nobody else miss you when you're gone from home, when you come home, that dog gonna let you know they miss you.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yep.
Yeah, man. But the guy, you gotta love him, man. Gotta love him.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
But yeah, man, I think that so Big C, you said that it used to be mandatory for yours to be involved, right? So my uncle, growing up, I used to play basketball, right? And my uncle, he allowed me to play it freely, so I've always loved the game. But when he had his own sons, he kind of forced it on. That's his sport. He kind of forced it on them, and they ended up preferring football and track because their dad forced it on them so much. Man, he was like, man, I don't want to do this. Like, it's not fun. It's a chore or a task as opposed to something I love to do. So with my sister, I at least give her this. She loves the dogs. She just don't know what she's doing at all. As far as my program. Let me clean that up too. As far as what I got going on, like I already got a direction. Like you don't come over here and just play with the dogs how you want to play with the dogs, you know. But she does, like she definitely has the want and the will to learn to keep her own dogs and to take whatever she wants to from me and use whatever she wants to and not use the rest of it. But because she makes better house dogs than I do. She 100% makes better house dogs than I do. Her dogs are also typically obese. And they typically are fed to the point where they're more docile because they just, you know what I'm saying? Like just being real. But they're better house dogs. My dogs are typically ready to work. So if they don't get that work in a timely manner, they start tearing stuff up. And that's that's the cost of living. You know what I'm saying? That's the price you pay for wanting something a little more active. You know, but all of these things can be corrected by time, effort, and strategy. So,
yeah, man.
I put too much water in this tea, man. My green tea ain't hitting this one like it normally do. High voltage Kennels back. Congratulations, high voltage. Monkey won. Salute. He says, it's a family program for us. Each of us have our part to keep everything rolling. Salute. So, but I met your family, man. And see, that's another blessing, man. Like I met this brother's family, and that's God. Like, you know, I don't know what it takes to maintain a family like that. But I tell you what, man. Shout out to your brother, man. Shout out to your wife, man. Shout out to the kids, bro. Like, I love it. And like, look at the dog. You can tell that dog is well cared for. You know what I'm saying? It takes a village.
Mm-hmm. Man.
Okay. Yes, sir, Big C. He said, yes, there's to maintain a GPA, do at least 2 sports a year. One had to be contact, such as football or wrestling, and one mandatory to help with the yard every weekend.
That's what's up.
And see, that's the thing, Big C. I was a little bit more laissez-faire, but now I'm getting a little bit more aggressive. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, it's a big salute, bro. It's always a balance, man. Team T in the building.
Hey,
yeah,
what's
man.
that?
Salute, big bro. Salute.
Ooh.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But nah, man. And I think it also depends on like your program. So with my program, man, it's a lot. So I like to train. I like to work them. I prefer training over working them, but I know that the best dogs to train are the ones that are easiest to work. Because the same things I use to get them to work and run up the walls and meals and all that stuff is the same thing the same tools I use to get them motivated to do tricks and earn rewards from it, right?
Yeah.
So my family, you would think like my family would get it, but and they do, like they get the aftermath of it. They understand like the movements and stuff, but they don't understand the concept behind dog training. So it's I only really want to share my knowledge or what I've learned with people who genuinely want to know it because they're gonna absorb it. They're not gonna keep calling me to ask the same question 30 times, you know what I'm saying? Or they're not gonna come to me and say, "Hey dad, man, how did you say I get them to sit again?" Nah, I can see which ones of my kids watch me and can do it right off. You know what I'm saying? Which ones, can't. Because it's 3 and 3. 3 of them, they got it. If they ever get a dog later on in life, from the experiences they had as children, I know that they're gonna have a sound setup. And my fear is that the other 3 that ain't really into the dogs like that, my fear is that because they grew up around my dogs, that they end up in a relationship with somebody that loves dogs more than I do, thinking that because they grew up around dogs, that they should be with somebody with dogs. And I've seen that happen a lot. Like I've seen that happen with friends already. You know, they thought they liked dogs because whatever family member had their dogs in check or had such a good setup that they weren't directly like forced to deal with the dogs on the daily. They never had to clean up poop. You know what I'm saying? They never had to do shots or deal with them, you know what I'm saying, getting loose and things like that. So they think they like dogs because every interaction they ever had with a dog was around a responsible dog person, and all they have is the nostalgia of, oh, dogs ain't that hard, that's easy. Okay. Then they get with somebody who expects them to be involved, and it's like, bro, like I don't know you don't know. You know what I'm saying? You don't know. So
yeah, man. And then having if you even if it's a breed or just a dog you just sincerely don't like, just an individual dog, man, that is hell on wheels, boy. Being in the house, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
And then, like I said, my sister and my aunts, my dad's sisters, they all, man, their dogs are such good inside animals. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's because of them.
Mm-hmm.
All of them, they're one to one. You know what I'm saying? My aunts, they didn't have kids till later on, so all they dogs that I when I would go stay with them for the summers, like they dogs would be locked in because it's just them and the dog all day, every day. You know what I'm saying? So it's a different dynamic. There's no interruptions. There's nobody but them. So that dog learns them. And literally, I would watch like they would always have like little foo dogs and stuff, you know. And but the dog would literally follow them from room to room. And the dog wasn't really trained that well. It was just well maintained.
Yeah.
You know, I always talk about the quadrants of training. You know, you got health, you got maintenance, you got training. Those dogs were just so well maintained, like they could let them in the backyard, and without a recall, the dog would go out, pee and poop, and come right back inside because it was just routine. You know, it was just a routine. The dog didn't go into places in the house they didn't want it to go because it was just routine that my aunts would close the doors to rooms the dog wasn't supposed to go in, or correct the dog when the dog wasn't supposed to go in there. But these dogs, I mean, they didn't know sit or down or stay, but they were much better behaved than my dogs are inside because they had a better routine. They gave the time for what they put their time into. It shows. And then my aunt, rest in peace, she died from breast cancer back in 2021. But she finally had my cousin Rondell later on. She was already in her 40s when she had Rondell. But you know, when he came along, I noticed her dogs weren't as on point as they were when I was a kid. And I used to go stay with her for the summer. You know what I'm saying? So every dynamic changes, and he loved the dogs too. Don't get it twisted. But like Big A was saying earlier, he loved them like a kid loves them. You know, he felt like playing with him. He got him on the couch. She don't normally have him on the couch, but like he said, inadvertently, my cousin would be like, "I want to hold my puppy." You know what I'm saying? So he'd pick him up and have him on the couch and everything. And the next thing you know, the dog's on the couch. So. Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. But these are examples of having a family involved, y'all. Like you're never gonna have the right combination. So you live with the combination that you make, you know.
Yeah, man, that's real.
My dream would have been this. This is my dream, and my dream would have been every person in the house has a dog that is their dog that we all use in the same program. So like when I say like it's their dog, if I got fat dogs on the yard, it's because the person in my household who owns that dog keeps a fat dog. If we got 3 or 4 of them that work, it's because the 3 or 4 of us that work them, we might not even work them simultaneously or together. I might be using the meal and walking mine. One of my other kids might take theirs to the park and play fetch with it every day. You know what I'm saying? But to literally, to have that one-to-one interaction with a dog would be my dream. You know, I'm working with my one dog. My wife got her one dog, and each one of my 6 kids got their one dog. And then, but they all, you know, we can breed them intertwine and work as a camp within our household. That's my dream. That would be like the most perfect setup that I could think of for me.
Yeah.
You know, everybody knows how to use a breaking stick. When they come in to eat, you know what I'm saying, the person that owns the female will decide if they want to have her bred or not. Everybody understands their own vaccinations. I don't even have to keep up with the vaccinations on their dogs because it's their dog. You know, that's like the impossible dream for me. But I'm certain there's families that can do it, and I salute to those families.
Yeah.
What about you, Big A? Like, what's your ideal setup?
I don't really necessarily have an ideal setup. It's just, adjusting to the situation and circumstances at hand. a lot of times we have things pictured in our mind or whatnot, but we adjust to our living situation. So, you know, no matter where I'm at with it, you know, I'm gonna make the adjustment if we're gonna live accordingly. You know, I used to be on the road all the time, so you know, my dogs be used to hitting the road with me. You know what I'm saying? I used to have a routine where I wouldn't feed them at all on the road, man, to keep, you know, the bathroom, you know, them having to empty out or getting sick or anything like that at a minimum. So when we got on the road, they knew what it was, man. They were good riders, and you know, the whole nine. My situation is more stationary now, so you know, it's just adjusting to your situation and then making the best out of it. And then, you know, and some people can't necessarily do that from situation to situation, but that's me, you know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that's understandable. That's definitely understandable.
Because I mean, like, for example, let's just say you know, like when you were a drill sergeant, a drill instructor, whatever, you would have those times where you guys would have to compete or do whatever you know your thing, and you would be gone for 30, 40 days at 12, 16, 18 hours a day. I mean, whether you with it or not, everything changes. And the dogs will get with the program too. It's just you have to deal with whatever your situation is. You know, when I first got my Shogun shoot, I was working 12 to 14 hours a day. You know, but I had to figure a way out to make it happen. You know, to get the training in, working in, and all that other stuff, man. So, you know, it's just a case by case situation, and how much are you dedicated to seeing it through.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
And man, that's. I think that each one of those experiences, though, being on the road, being home, moving around the country, different environments, man, it all hit different, and you learn skills. You learn skills and things you like and don't like about it.
Yeah,
I like my setup with my family better in Texas than I do in Arizona.
That's why I'm about to say so, because it's like your perfect setup in Arizona wouldn't be a perfect setup in San Antonio. You know what I'm saying? Your perfect San Antonio, your perfect setup in San, you know. So it's to me, it's case by case a situation, and how well are you equipped to make the adjustments? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. My easiest setup was in South Carolina with my 2 house dogs.
Yeah.
Because I was out on land, so like I could open the front door, or like have my wife literally open the front door.
Mm-hmm.
My 2 dogs, they would run out, pee and poop, and come right back inside. You know.
Yeah.
But like in both of the major cities I lived in, my neighbors are so right up on me, man. Like the dogs are just kind of like, you know. I know that I don't want to live like this when I retire. If that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I need some space.
Yeah.
I need some space. You know, you can do it with a small backyard in the city, man. But I definitely, when I don't have to transit to and from a job that requires me, you know, go through a check-in process and stuff, man. I'm definitely gonna get on the outskirts a little bit. I don't mind doing the drive, and by then all my kids will be of age where. One of the biggest reasons for moving into the heart of the city is
kids.
Kids, like emergencies, like having to go to the hospital and stuff like that, man. I want to be within 15 minutes of a hospital if I can. You know, that's a big deciding factor for me.
Just all events, school, you know, the daycare, everything. You know what I'm saying? Doing one event, one task isn't so bad, but when you have to do it multiple times throughout the day, that becomes a big time commute.
Yeah, it does. It does. Man, I ain't gonna lie, bro. And then like getting off work, and like when I get off work and I take that hat off, man, I gotta go to the daycare and deal with, man, like, like I'm gonna tell you right now, man, like I don't think it's many dog men that I would consider a civilian. And I'm gonna tell you why I say that. Y'all level of discipline, y'all level of like the way y'all talk. As much as I get annoyed with it, man, like That's how we talk at my job. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's very straightforward and direct. And there's a certain level of respect that I gotta have for people like that, man. And I'll just give y'all an example of this too, dealing with my kids. So going to the daycare, I go in there and the lady, they give you a sheet, like it tells you like what your kid ate for lunch, how much they ate, how many bowel movements they had, if they had soiled their clothes or anything like that, man. They give you, they give you all of that, man, right? And I'm like, I can read this sheet when I get home. What are you talking to me for?
Yeah, you got to get debriefed every time you go in
Yeah.
there.
I'm like, first of all, I'm not a mommy. So like, unless my kid hurt somebody, or is hurt, or is doing something that is like detrimental to their growth and development, I really don't want to talk to you.
You can't email it to me, text it to me.
Well, that's what the form is for. And then they got cameras on the classroom where you can check in on the classroom on the cameras. You know what I'm saying? And like that, my wife hovers over them like that. I'm not doing that. You know what I'm saying? If I feel like I got to hover over them, they shouldn't be in the daycare.
Yeah,
You know, that's my belief. That's my belief. You know. Yeah, man. So then we get home with the family and the kids. They go. You know what I'm saying? They Monday through Friday they chill. On the weekends, man, they be wilding. You know, because they get that rec time. They get more rec time at school with their peers. And even if I take them to the park, it's not the same as having peers where they running and chasing each other and doing all this stuff. And yeah, I can run with them and stuff like that. But I ain't about to smoke myself, and I got my own workouts that I do. So
yeah,
it's a lot. It's a lot,
man.
But it's family over everything for sure. You know what I'm saying? And I include my pet dogs in the family, but they do not care the same way as my kids and my wife. Like they never will, but they're also irreplaceable as well. Like they're not going anywhere. Like not by my will, they're not going anywhere.
Yeah.
So it is what it is, man. We locked in, and and the whole purpose of this talk today was basically sharing thoughts and processes. And I'm glad some of y'all brothers did share, because I see the general consensus is those of y'all who are blessed and fortunate enough to have that help meet when it comes to these animals, man. Salute to you and salute to your families for the sacrifices they make for these animals. For those of y'all that are doing a solo dolo and basically living two different worlds, a world with your dogs and a world with your family, man. And I feel for y'all brothers, bro. But I understand. You know what I'm saying? Dre understand, bro. But yeah. So Big A, you got any part remarks? Anything? We got about 8 minutes left.
No, man. Yeah, I ain't got too much going on, man. Got men at work coming up at 10 a.m. Central, man. Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. Salute the men at work, man. Salute my big bro, Mr. CEO. Salute Big A, man.
Yes, sir.
I see you put in that work, man. I see you put in that work. Getting them, them long behind workouts in. I said, God, dog, boy, Big A must. Big A be fired up. I get tired watching you work out.
Yeah, man. It just is what it is, man. To get it, starting the day off with a challenge and defeating the challenge, and then going on about your day, man. It means something in the long run if you do it consistently, yeah, man, it's what it do. Yeah, man, it's what it do. Keep them swords sharp,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Keep them blades sharp and defense tight. So as far as this week goes, man, let me see where the Big A, when did I send you the oh, I'm looking at the wrong side of the message. I'm looking at your side. Yeah. All right, so today's topic: family ties, to be or not to be, the dog. Tuesday, tomorrow, we're gonna go over a pedigree. We're gonna just talk about relearning how to read a pedigree. A very basic skill. When I tell you relearn how to read a pedigree, I'm not trying to tell you that how you read it is wrong. I'm just going to share it from Dre's perspective. I'm not trying to be right. I'm trying to get it right, and I get it right with y'all help. I get by with a little help from my friends. This Wednesday, we're going to be doing a flashback to the interview with Apache Kennels, and then I'll be giving y'all some of our backstory with Apache Kennels, man. And then Thursday's topic is welcome to the slap mill racing. We're going to break down the dynamics of and the rules, kind of like we did with the ADBA standard. We're going to break down the rules of a slap mill racing for those of y'all who might be interested in the performance side of it, of the house, at the confirmation shows and things of that nature. Every topic that we bring up, man, is something either y'all suggested or something I'm interested in or involved in. I prefer to talk to people who actually done it. So if you done it, man, and you got maybe I missed something, or maybe I'm doing it differently. Maybe I'm just doing it wrong. Holla at us. You know what I'm saying? That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
Like I said, man, I like to talk to people who are actively involved, because even if you were doing slap mill races 5 years ago, some of the rules and some of the standards have changed. Some of the faces have changed in the game, and it's nice to hear the most up and current information on those topics. So
yeah.
But yeah, man.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited, and I'm also weary about this new position, Big A.
Yeah.
I got to go in here and meet new people. I don't want to meet no new people.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
You gotta feel the whole room out, and all of that.
Yeah. But I'm going in with my reading. I already did my reading this morning, man. Salute to you for that. You know what I'm saying? I did my reading this morning.
It's chapter 2 this week.
Yeah. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going in there, and I feel that the best way to learn and really like lock in what you read is to meditate on it, but also to find practical ways to apply it quickly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Find practical ways to apply it quickly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man, we grind. K-Walk.
Salute.
Yes, sir.
Big C said, if you're doing it all by yourself, man, scale back the yard.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, well, I ain't gonna lie though, man. Like, yes, I agree, but I will give this caveat to that statement. When you selected your stock of animals that you want to take care of and want to live with, man, that's like a fantasy football draft. You don't know who you want to keep. You know what I'm saying? Everybody worth keeping. But the responsible thing with discipline is to have a workload that you can handle.
Yeah,
to have a workload you can handle. So I agree with you. I always put those caveats on there because I know that what's logical and what you gonna do don't always line up. You know what I'm saying? Like what's logical and what you gonna do don't always line up.
Big facts. AQ, what's happening?
AQ, what it do, big dog? Yeah, man. Man, I'm hungry, bro. I am. Cause like, you know what I'm saying? I be waiting after 9 to eat my breakfast, man. You got me on the protein chips, man. I got a bag of them, and they come in barbecue, but they cook like pork skins, like chicharrones.
Yeah.
You know
which ones? The legendaries or the Quest?
These are the Quest ones. These are the Quest.
Quest barbecue. I love those, man.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Quality over quantity. Don't cheat your dogs.
Yeah.
And quick till y'all got that fire, man. Shout out to Big A.
Hey.
Shout out to Big A.
Appreciate it, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. Big grinding, man. Yeah.
Yes, sir. But y'all know how we end the show. We'll end it with a benediction. I don't force religion on anybody. I simply share it freely with everybody who is willing to have an ear to hear and eyes to see. Big A, you got any other parting shots before we get up out of here for the morning?
No, sir.
All right, y'all. I'm gonna get us out of here, man. Y'all enjoy y'all work week. And let me say this too, man. I got 2 cousins that have lost fingers to industrial accidents, man.
Yeah.
If you work with equipment and you at work listening to us or anybody else on YouTube, man, do me a favor. Just listen, but be cognizant and be mindful of where you are at.
Yeah,
be mindful of where you are at. I done heard of too many people getting saws or getting their hands caught in machines. And I'm like, man, if they've been mindful and fully focused on what they were actually doing, that's the man. Look, it's Monday. I don't want to hear about no accidents this week, bro. Be safe, man. Be safe. Do your thing at work. I can't tell you how to live your life, man, but I don't want nothing bad to happen to none of y'all, man. So yeah, man, appreciate that, Big C. But for those of y'all that pray, here we go. May the Lord watch between you and me while we are absent one from another. Amen.
Amen.
For the love of the dogs.
For the love of the game.
Peace.
Peace.
Yeah. Beat drop slow, head not flow. Blood don't lie, it's that old yellow line. Sack it from the south, Michonne on the rise. Boogeyman bark, leave a mark every time. We don't breathe for clout, we breathe for spine. DNA thick, can't clone this pride. That Shogun blood, yeah, the legends don't die. Started with Boogeyman, ghost in the chain, locked in the game, never moved for fame. Old mountain lines run deep in the flame. Sock about the fire, Michonne brought the name. Then came Fat Boy, muscle in the frame. Man, hard, put respect on the name. Shotgun smooth, but the work insane. Sugar sweet jit, but a bite ain't tame. Kiki in the back, had a game in the veins. Gatorade heavy, running straight through the rain. Red Ninja close, watch him work in the lane. Renegade rider can't hold that chain. Blood don't lie, it's that old yellow line. Sock it from the south, Michonne on the rise. Boogeyman bark, leave a mark every time. We don't breathe for clout, we breathe for spine. DNA thick, can't clone this pride. That Shogun blood, yeah, the legends don't die. Ain't no luck, just grit and grind. Every dog here put work in time. Lady Rage got that fire in her eyes. Red alert taught us how to recognize signs. Blood heavy like a 2-ton chain. Everything proven, no need to explain. They asked what's in it, that yellow campaign. Built off real, we don't fake no strain. Second was the flame, Michonne lit the wick. If you know, then you know that line too slick. From the field to the show, every move so thick you can't blueprint this. It's the legacy pick. Blood don't lie, it's that old yellow line. Second from the south, Michonne on the rise. Boogeyman bark, leave a mark every time. We don't breathe for clout, we breathe for spine. DNA thick, can't clone this pride. That Shogun blood, yeah, the legends don't die.